Hey everybody, welcome back to another Steam Deck video. I appreciate all of the new subscriptions to the channel. You guys are awesome. I'm glad you guys are enjoying the videos. I did end up purchasing the Steam Deck dock, so I wanted to talk a little bit about that. I was going to do an unboxing video, but I mean, as you can see, pretty much, the box is tiny. It's like this little tiny box. So, I mean, it wouldn't have been a very exciting video, but definitely wanted to talk to you a little bit about the dock and my experiences with the dock as this far. Um, so far, I mean, it's okay. I mean, I haven't really. Um, is it worth the $80 price tag? I don't know. I have an Anker, um, USB-C hub that I used to use with it. It has two USB-A 10 gigabit ports. It has a card reader, Ethernet, USB-C out, USB-C in, and an HDMI. And the thing is all the ports are marked. It tells you what they are. I don't know why that's not focusing, but literally tells you what the ports are. And I mean, it feels premium. I mean, it comes in like a little leather case. And then there's the Steam Deck dock. It basically, I mean, if you need to disconnect your Steam Deck from it, you just basically kind of put your fingers over it. It has a little lip, and you can kind of pull the tab up. I mean, it does grab the tab pretty well. As you can see, when it is connected, the screen does go off when you're in the big picture mode. The dock itself, I'll put this right here. I mean, it's tiny compared to the Steam Deck. I mean, it's tiny. I mean, it has a little Steam Deck logo on it. It has a little lip right here that kind of holds onto the screen part. So I mean, when it's in, it's not going anywhere. I mean, it's fine. Seems small for the size of the Steam Deck. Looks kind of silly on it. That's pretty much it. It has the one cable. I will say the one really cool thing about it, I'm probably gonna get called a fanboy for this again, but it came with a power adapter, and if you get the Nintendo Switch and you get the dock, it does not have the power adapter with it. You have to use the one that you get with the system to charge it. Now, the argument to that is, yeah, but you're also not spending $80 to get the dock with the Nintendo Switch. It just comes with it. So, you got me there, but it was nice actually having another power block that came with it, to where I can just leave it permanently connected, and then I have one to charge it when I'm in the bedroom or wherever I'm at. Now, I did take some pictures of it because it's kind of hard to see when it's connected. But let me reconnect this here so we can bring it back up again. But the first image is the back of it. So this is an image I took. The back of it has the DVI port. It does have a HDMI. It does have the USB-C in. It has an Ethernet. It has now this is something they changed. It was supposed to be two USB-A 2.0 ports and then one 3.1 port, but they did end up secretly changing that, and they didn't really announce it to where now everything's a 3.1 port. But as you can see, it's definitely a different part. It's maybe a different manufacturer when they switched it out, because I mean, you can see the terminals exposed in this one, and with this one it clearly is a little bit thicker. You can't see the not so much thicker, but you can't really see the terminals. A little bit of a better picture. I mean, you can see that it does have the 5 prongs, so it is a USB at least 3.0. I have no way of testing to see if it's an actual 3.1 port, but they say it is, so I'll just go ahead and take their word for it. But you have 3.1 ports. Again, clearly a different USB style port. I don't know if it makes any difference whatsoever, but I mean, in actuality, two of these, even if it was USB 2.0, it's not going to matter. You're going to be hooking a keyboard and mouse up to it typically, and then you're just going to have one open port. So, I would have liked to have seen another USB-C port. I mean, if I'm really going to get picky on it, having a USB-C port somewhere on here, or even, leaving these 2.0s and having two 3.1s, I would have been happy with too. I mean, it's a USB-C port on the top of the Steam Deck. I mean, I have, several accessories. I have, like a T7 Samsung hard drive where it has the USB-C port, but it has a USB-A adapter to where you can still get the 10.1 out of it. So, I mean, I guess it's really not that big of a deal, but I guess for $80, I would have liked to have seen a couple more ports. I mean, it has no card reader. I mean, the ports aren't even marked. You can't even see what they are. I don't know. I just would have liked to have seen, and even in the box, there's no documentation. The documentation's a joke. Doesn't tell you what anything is. I don't even know if this is, a 10100. I don't know. I don't know what that is. So, without having to search online, it would have been nice for them to actually put all that stuff on there and kind of tell me what it is, just like, you get with the Anker. Because I mean, the Anker does tell me everything that it is. So I don't know. I just would have liked to have seen that for, again, $80. Other than that, it has a couple weird quirks and a couple kind of cool things. So in desktop mode, as you can see, this is the big picture mode. The buttons, like you would hit, the Steam button if you were to use your mouse. So I'm actually going to use my mouse on here right now. So this is my mouse that's connected. If you go down to Steam, you actually click Steam, it brings up the Steam menu. If you come over here to back, it brings back the back menu. A is select, or this is your options menu. So it operates kind of like you would if you were, using it handheld. There is a couple things. I did go into the dev options. I did change the display to 1920 by 1080. I will say, unless they've updated this or going to update this as of the making of this video, it makes no difference in big picture mode. I'm not seeing a 1080 display. And I wonder, a way of checking that on my display. I'm sure I do. Let's see, system. It's going to actually give me the specs, resolution, information. Current resolution. I'll get to that. Current resolution. I mean, on that, it's telling me it's 1920 by 1080 at 60 hertz. It doesn't feel like it. It looks like it's more upscaled. I mean, I can't change the typeface. It looks like it's just blown up. When I play games, if you launch them from big picture, it stays in the 720 or the 1010 1280 by 800. So it's not blowing up the game or re-rendering it at the 1080p like it should be. Now, when you go into desktop mode, if you launch the game, it will be. So, I mean, for example, if I come in here and I try to launch, not the store. So if I try to launch, we'll talk about those. Those will be separate videos. But if I launch, just say Skyrim. So unless I play with the options, it's gonna blow it up and it's gonna use the rendering to basically make it look better. Whether it's the what is it, the FSA, FSR, all of those settings. So, I have no option in here to basically change the resolution. It says it's outputting at 1920 by 1080, but as you can see, I mean, it's blown up. When you go into options, the other display options aren't even there. This is not even correct. So, there's something weird going on when you do this. I mean, you can actually click in and kind of change things. Windowed. If I go into borderless, I mean, you can kind of play with the settings a little bit and get it back to the 800. But it works a lot better when it has to be in 1010 and then click off windowed. It's still not doing it. It's being stupid. 1010 borderless. Yes, as you can see, it's not being very user friendly. I did have it at 800 when it wasn't connected. So if you go into the widescreen, you are able to change that to the why is it doing that? So that's another little quirk when it's connected. It doesn't act right. It's not in 1920 by 1080, even though it's saying it is. I even have done the same thing with the New World. So if I launch New World, it launches in 1280 by 720 if I launch it from Big Picture. If I go into launch it from the desktop with the dock, then I can change the resolution to 1920 by 1080. It's really strange. I don't get it. I'm sure they'll release an update to fix that. Come on. Yeah, it's not even giving me the option anymore. So you can see there's something with the rendering. I can get it in the the 720, but it's not wanting to upscale to 800, which it does when it's not connected to the dock. I can't even manually change it. So that's one of the little things. Play around with that, see what you guys, find before you play a game. Make sure that it is upscaling to the proper resolution. But I can show you if we go into the desktop mode. Now, the desktop mode is kind of cool the way it does it. So as you can see the screen is off when I'm in the big picture mode. When you go into desktop mode, the screen comes back on and it actually works as an extended desktop. So I'm able to, drag and drop windows from one to the other. I can open a window on one, and then I can grab that and kind of pull it around. So I can grab it, pull it to the other monitor, bring it back. So it's really kind of cool, actually. Just kind of treats it like a laptop screen. So that's interesting. Everything else works just like it would. I mean, you can use Chrome, you can use everything else. So if you're a Windows user, definitely makes things easier. But if you launch Steam from here, you actually get a lot more options. I can actually change the resolution and it actually will output at the resolution that I want. I am going to be making a separate video for New World because I am so frustrated with that game on the Steam Deck that I'm going to make a video and let you guys kind of see what's going on. But, for example, if I launch Skyrim, of course, I will have a lot more options, or I will be able to kind of tweak those options to make it actually play in 1920 by 1080, and it actually treats it like a desktop, like you would on your PC. So as you can see, the resolution is different. This isn't blown up anymore; it's actually scaled back. You can actually see it's in the proper format for what it should have been before it was hooked up to the dock. So the 1280 by 800, and I can actually change that if I wanted to, all the way up to 1920 by 1080. So as you can see, the way it operates in desktop mode and the way it operates in big picture is two separate things. So be careful what game you're playing and how you launched. If you're in big picture and you're launching the game, it's basically going to be an upscaled 720 that you're playing on whatever monitor size you are outputting to, whether it's a 4K or a 1080 display. But if you launch it from the desktop, it treats the game completely differently. So one thing to keep in mind, and it's the same thing with New World. I will kind of tease what's going on. I'm getting a lot of connection issues with New World, and if you look online, there's 1,000 tutorials on how to fix it. Problem is, they're all crap, and none of them actually work. And nothing is more frustrating than going online and having people say, well, this is the fix to it, and it's not the fix to it. So hopefully we'll delve into that and kind of figure out what's going on there. But in a nutshell, that's the Steam Deck dock. I mean, it's pretty small. We'll go back to this other picture just so you can kind of see. The cable definitely holds it pretty well. This is a iPhone 11 Max or iPhone Max, whatever it is. Just kind of give you a size comparison. So, it's not very wide. Lengthwise, again, not very not very long, small little dock. So, but it does what it's supposed to. Like I said, when it grabs the screen, when you kind of click it in, it's not going anywhere. So, does what it needs to do, and it does output and allow you to basically more use it like a desktop and have a little bit of a stand for it to protect it. So hope you guys found this video useful. If you guys have any questions, something I didn't answer, I do very much enjoy reading your comments. If it's something that I can test really quickly and respond to, I do. If it warrants a video, I do put it out. A person had a question with Destiny and keyboard and mouse that I didn't answer in the video. So having the dock, I got to test that. I tested it and sent him a response right back. So if you do have a question, it's something that I have not answered in this video, please post it in the comments. I will try my best to answer it. If you have not hit that subscribe button yet, please make sure you hit it. It's so awesome, the love that I've gotten on the channel, so thank you guys so much for that. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I look forward to making more videos for you guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day.